maybe Alan Turing figured out that not everybody was a real human being, and he made a test to figure out, how can I figure out who are the NPC bots and who isn't, or who's programmed. Hey, I think the big secret is some human beings are androids or NPCs, and the Turing test, the one that we're told about by mainstream science, is the red herring to get us off the scent that I believe Alan Turing discovered in his day. I think he made the Turing test not to figure out if a computer is real, but to figure out if people are real or not. Now, what evidence? So the skeptic would say, what evidence do you have? What part of what Alan Turing said? The conversation that we are given to have is always the wrong conversation. You got to figure out what the real conversation. So if Neil deGrasse Tyson is telling you how to think about something, it's not the way to think about it. And oh boy, the Turing test. What is intelligence? Can a computer fool you? So if we were trained to ask these questions, they're not the right questions. A lot of people, the majority of people, are programmed by society in one way, shape, or form. Some of them are programmed by the mass media. They have allegiance to whatever group they're in. People don't want the phrase NPC to be said. They say it's a dehumanizing thing. The attempt to disallow the phrase NPC, that sets off alarm bells in my head too. I'm like, wait a minute. If we can't say NPC and you're using it as, you're calling it like hate speech, it's like, wait a minute, wait a minute. We should be able to say NPC. If we can't say it, that's a red flag. Do the test. Ask somebody to have an individualized, like somebody that you suspect might be an NPC. Ask them to take their own position and have to stand by themselves on it. In my experience, they all cannot do it. They're programmed humans. Even if they're flesh and blood, we should be allowed to discuss if NPCs are a real thing or not. It's extremely strange to me that they don't want us thinking about NPCs. Beware of people that want to live life in a LARP, in a TNAG, that want to play pretend all the time. Then they want to make it like the rule of society, where they demand that you obey the make-believe world that they've created. I don't want to be in a make-believe world. I want to know the awful truth about absolutely everything. If I am livestock on a farm and humans are being grown for something outside of my scope of comprehension, I want to know that. If aliens are going to eat my body or consume my soul when I die, or whatever the heck it is, I don't care how dirty. I just want to know what the truth is. What is this place? When you got these people that want to play pretend all the time with real life, they not only distort truth, they bury truth, they forbid truth, and they replace it with imaginary stuff. Life is hard enough with all the rules they put in with scarcity. The artificial scarcity is hard enough to navigate, let alone to add in all this extra LARP, TNAG, shared fictions where they require you to believe. You must believe